Ladies and gentlemen, have a seat. We're gonna pull back the curtain on some comedy. Sit back, relax, and chat with us. Collab on a piece that will perform as we perfected all the intricacies, line by line. We'll take it one joke at a time.
Good morning, everybody. One joke at a time again. It's Saturday at 11. Bring us all in, Jonathan. As always, it's me, your host, Michael, and my partner. Introduce yourself.
Which one? Spike? I'm Spike McCauley.
Spike.
Spike McCauley, motherfucker. You might have heard of me.
And our brand new addition to the show. We've had Jonathan come in and do a guest spot. We loved him so much, and we liked what he did so much that we invited him to join us every week. Jonathan Hamill, everybody. What's up, Jonathan?
Not too much. Just, hanging out, having a wonderful day. Looking forward to all this.
You're looking very dapper this morning. Look at you. You are dapper. You are one dapper gentleman.
You know what my favorite part of Jonathan Hamill's look is this morning? That he's got that white, glow film over, his shit, so it looks like he's in a 70s porn. You know what I mean? Between the hair, the flannel, the beard, the reason, his screen's a little bit lighter. It looks like he's on his way to be a porn star. He's like, I'm here to fuck some bitches.
He does ask me if I want to see his dick a lot, to be fair.
I mean, you want to see my dick?
All right, you are back at One Joke at a Time, folks. For those of you, if you're first time watching,
it's really
what we do here today. What we do is we bring up a premise, we bring out a guest. Today's guest is going to be our very own Jonathan Hamill. We'll give you guys a chance to get to know our new producer. Today's premise is genies, and what we're going to do is we're going to come up with a 3 to 5 minute bit here in the next hour, and you guys can help us out. If you're watching and you got something funny to say about the topic, throw up the comment, please, and thank you. What we're going to do is we'll try to put together this 3 to 5 minute bit, and then between now and next Saturday's show, we're going to, if we can find stage time someplace, we're going to perform the joke that we make, and we're going to air it for you next week. We've done a few of them. Some of them went well, some of them went not so well at all. But that's the thing about comedy. Not every joke hits every time. And it's a first-time shot. That's the thing. We don't have a lot of time to really craft these things. But what we do plan to do is some of the ones we like the best, we're going to keep working them. And then, for the 1 year anniversary episodes of those debuts, anything that we've been reworking, we're going to show you a year later to see what the joke can do from when you first play it, when you really have it worked out.
Well, that's what happens. You have to be willing to eat 50 shit sandwiches so that you can present them with a slider. And then they're like, you know what I'm saying?
A parade of different chefs handing you different shit sandwiches.
That's it. It's
shit with pickles, sir. Shit with onions,
sandwiches.
Just shit sandwich, shit sandwich, shit sandwich. And then now and again, everyone will walk up and be like, hey, dude, that's a funny joke. And you're like, I fucking knew it. I was right the whole time. I've been telling these motherfuckers that shit was funny.
That really is about comedy and trying to work your minutes. It's tough to work new stuff when you're doing a paid show. You don't want to do, new stuff, trying to work stuff with a great crowd. You want to give that great crowd at your paid gig all your best already worked material. So generally, the place you get to work these spots is at bars and shit. And as you know, as a comedian, Spike, it is tough to get people to pay attention at a bar sometimes. A bar show is different than a club show.
Oh, yeah.
And it's tough. For all anybody that's working minutes and thinking that you suck at comedy, just so you know, you can't really gauge whether something works or not by how it works at a bar. You've got to get a real guest spot at a club or do an open mic that's at a real comedy club. Because that's a crowd that comes there, they're ready to laugh. They're supposed to be there for comedy. That's your target audience, not these assholes at the bar that figured out you're doing comedy 5 minutes before you got up there to do comedy.
Paul Martin says he thinks Jonathan Hamill looks like Hippie Al from Tool Time. That is perfect.
Oh,
yeah.
Keep an eye on these comments.
That is perfect.
All right, Uncle Butter. Then which one of us is Tim the Toolman Taylor? I'll bet it's that sexy piece of shit in the middle. Good morning, Gregory. That's our other producer, OG. He's still part of the show, folks. We did not get rid of OG. We're just altering his capacity. He's going to be helping us put out some great promos to remind you guys to come back and watch the show. Can't wait. Can't wait to see what he's got planned for some of our videos, Spike.
So genies.
Right.
I don't understand why we as people seek that lamp. Because every time we find the lamp, it becomes a horror story of what a fucking dickhead that genie is. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, you're like, you make those wishes. It's like all those movies like tied into one, right? Like, you make those wishes, you're like, I want a big dick. And next thing you know, you're 3 feet tall and your head's this big. No one wants to suck your like 9 foot cock. Like, they always warp them to the longest perspective. And then I started thinking about it and I understood what happened. All genies must be women because that's exactly how they think. It's always to the extreme of whatever perspective it is. You know what I mean? Like, you say you got a big dick, they picture like, you know, like a 2-liter bottle. You say you got a baby dick, they actually picture a baby dick. So if you always sell the small side of a little dick, whenever you pull out your average dick, she's like, oh, that's a big dick. I'll work with you, baby.
So you wanted to talk about genies today just to make a dick joke. You make dick jokes every week.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
That's what I do.
You ever think that the reason these genies give you assholes like warped wishes is because they're fucking prisoners? Remember what Robin Williams said? Massive cosmic power in an itty bitty little living space. Think about that. You got shit on for literally centuries, hundreds of years. You lived in this goddamn lamp. You get to come out 3 times with 3. You know, every time you get a new master, you get to come out 3 times, and it's back in the lamp, bitch. You're pissed. Pissed.
Dude, you imagine how sick of hearing the same wishes too that you would get?
Right.
Like, because you know, like, everyone has like the same like first 2 wishes. Like, immediately you're wishing for wealth. Like, fucking, unless you're wealthy already, like most people that seek out that lamp, like their first wish is, I want to be wealthy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Really
Ooh.
original guy. Thanks
Right.
for that. Yeah, wealth. Never had that one before.
Creative. And I feel like most people, that's all they would say. Like, I want to be rich. And that's where you fuck up. The devil's in the details with that genie. You got to line out some very specific things. And then when he's like, well, that's not just one wish. And it's like, well, I just said it in one sentence, bitch.
You ever see that movie Bedazzled?
Yeah.
Bedeviled or something like that. Sexy ass, whoever that chick was. She plays the Lady Devil and the kid from the Mummy movies.
Brendan Fraser.
He asked, he wanted the money. He wanted to be wealthy and powerful. And she made him into a Colombian drug lord.
Yeah.
I mean, he's wealthy and powerful, so
Like, so how's that contract breakdown with the genie? Like, that's one of those things. Like, if I found a lamp before I rubbed the lamp, I'm taking it to like an arbitrationist or something, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna rub this motherfucker, and it's your job to make all these wishes legally binding to where this guy don't fuck me.
Genies have weenie weenie.
I want like a genie prenup. You know what I'm saying?
Ha! I look like you're about to do a coup. I do not look like Antifa. Shut up.
Yeah. Now,
yeah.
and here I am stuck in the middle with you.
Joust of 1,000 corpses. The psychological effect of living in small spaces. Exactly. See, G Money, he heard me. OG heard me.
That's right.
And that
man, what the?
No melanin on the screen.
So where do you guys stand on the genie prenup idea?
Yeah, you almost got to put together a team of lawyers, knowing what we know now. But I mean, in ancient times, it's not like the genie was a legend, but they never really tell you the bad part of the legend. Now it's like that's the part that leads. Another genie, fuck, you know, average Joe guy. He was a nothing. All he wanted was wealth and power. Now he's a Colombian drug lord. What kind of bullshit was that? No, that's how the news always is. Focus on the negative bullshit.
I feel like if I had a genie, I'd want like some of the lawyers that OJ had. You know what I mean? Like I want that dead Kardashian.
That's the first wish.
Yeah, I want to bring back the dead Kardashian.
I want John Kardashian for my lawyer. That's my first wish. Anti-fucking going on. Speak for yourself. I get puss. Motherfucker, come in to heckle me on my show. Fuck Cole Clayton, man. Cole Clayton is a friend of mine. I'm going to be on his show in a couple of weeks. No, next week. The greatest damn show on air, I believe he calls it. That's not correct. Just drop the link if you want in the comments, Cole.
It's called something like that.
You got Spike.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
we lost like 7 people as soon as you said the name of that thing.
I'm thinking about like what was his name? Was it John Kardashian?
I believe so.
Hamill, will you look up real quick the dead Kardashian for us? Can we get like a quick clip of how this guy talks so we can start making fun of his accent? Is it like, you know what I mean? Like I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking, like, wonder how this motherfucker talks and like what he's gonna say to this journey. Like what's your second wish if you wish for him as an attorney? A cosmic courtroom to work out your third and final wish so you can line out the specifics? Like I want to be wealthy, powerful.
You're putting together a dream team of dead attorneys. You got to get Chief Justice Anthony Scalia.
Okay.
You got to pull out Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I mean, real litigators, you know what I mean? People that have heard the best cases. They're going to find and know every loophole.
Yeah. And then you just work out one fantastic wish.
Just one?
Well, because you're going to use your first 2 wishes on setting up the one. That's the bitch of it. You know what I mean? Like you're going to have to wish.
Poor Genie, he doesn't get wished for his own freedom. Fuck you, Genie.
That's right. We'll work that out in the contract in the courtroom, motherfucker. If you're smart, this can be covered in my one extensive if you play ball.
You don't think a lot of people would just want to have like their one true love or something like that? Nobody's going to make that dumb wish.
They're assholes. They're assholes. Get off your lazy ass and go find your one true love. You don't think you can work that into your one wish with your fucking dream team of lawyers? Like
it shouldn't take long after you have wealth and power, right?
Right. You're gonna find your one true love.
A whole line of one true loves. It's gonna be great.
Right. I bet you can find 365 of them within the first year.
OJ Simpson.
Why the fuck are we gonna watch an OJ Simpson clip just to hear John Kardashian's voice?
Because I'm a moron. This is what it is. We're building a joke. We got to do the research. That way we have a little bit of shit to stand on. What if I just pick a voice? Like, what if he's in there and he's like this? And he's like, listen, Jeannie, the glove doesn't fit. If the glove doesn't fit, then the wish is legit.
That wasn't John Kardashian that said that, though. That was the guy who was actually doing it. I can't remember his name.
You get him to officiate the bullshit with the genie.
Yeah, like he's got to work it through with the genie.
Right.
No one else has any. God damn it!
What's the matter? I'm trying to wait for this video. It seems like he's almost going to play it every time. He's bringing it up. He's like, "I'm just teasing you, neener, neener, neener."
Worst part about it is every time he pops it up.
Later you'll hear how he feels about this interview. But to continue.
I don't even know what Kardashian looks like. That little Italian dude. And I'm like, is that him? He looks really Italian.
It raised in Kardashian's mind terrible doubts, although at first he had none. Once Simpson was arrested, his defense team took over. What was your role? What were you?
If anything, I was the liaison between the attorneys and OJ. Whenever it was bad news, I had to tell OJ.
All right,
bad.
cut it, John.
He has no accent whatsoever.
Yeah, that's fucking terrible.
Yeah, so I sound like a regular guy, and my name's Robert Kardashian.
Oh, it's Robert, not John. My bad.
All you
I'm
ever did
happy I didn't know this name,
Kardashian
because that means I never watched a single episode of the fucking Kardashian.
I want to have the clip lined up of just him sitting there, and then Will Ferrell yelling at the old guy at the dinner table in Talladega Nights, like, all you ever did is make a hot daughter. That is it. That is it, kid.
Man, we're going off the rails.
Grandpa's name was Chip.
Wasn't it Grandpa Chip or some shit like that? I don't know.
I thought it was Chip, yeah. What a stupid name for a grandpa.
Fuck it.
If my grandpa's name was Chip, I'd kick him in the nut.
So,
Man,
now we're in court with this genie on our final wish. How are we lining up this wish?
I don't know if I'm going to take it to court.
What are you doing with it?
I'm not sure. I didn't have a heck of a lot of time. You just started going into your thing. I mean, with the genies and all that, there's other ways to get wishes than genies. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you make a dark act. Sometimes Johnny Cochran. Thank you, Cole. That's the dude who was actually doing the talking during the court. That was the dude who said if the glove doesn't fit, you must have quit. Good, thank you.
That's who I need. Cole, you're on it. Cole's hired as well. He's also part of my litigation team.
Like I said, if I fucked up the name of your podcast, drop the link. I'm going to be on it. I'll try to get people to listen to it from our shop. There's more than one way to get wishes. Some people like witches. Witches can grant wishes as well. There's other ways to get wishes to give you wishes. Witches gain their power from a dark pact with Satan. Right?
With Satan. And I like how you set it up like it was going to be like a protest, like witches for wishes. You know what I mean? Like it's a foundation.
what I want a case of water bottles that turn people into genies. That's my first wish. Get that out of the way.
So Jonathan Hamill wants to waterboard people into genies, and Mike wants people to make a pact with Satan for their wishes.
Absolutely.
All right. Going more into detail, Mike. I want to hear this pact with Satan.
Well, you know, that's how the witches do it back in the day. They would go out in the middle of the woods, light themselves a fire, probably kill a few small woodland creatures, dance about in their blood for a while under the moon. And, you know, then Satan shows up. They bang, and now she has cosmic powers. I just want to watch that video.
I want to know how you get your wish.
Where's that on fucking Pornhub, you know?
Okay. So after the witch bangs Satan.
Oh, yeah. Why? Yeah, I bet there's genie porn. If you can think of it, it exists.
Right. So after the witch bangs Satan, how do you get your wish? Like, do you have to seduce the witch?
Well, that would be the ideal way to do it. She likes you. But I mean, if you go to her, you know, begging for her powers, that puts her in a place of, you know, dominance in the situation. And that's where you're going to get that low down dirtiness out of the ladies that you were talking about, really. You got to be in there smooth, casual, nice. You got to work it. You can't just be there using her for her power.
You got to massage it gently.
I mean, you can show up like an unemployed ingrate. It's like, hey, baby, I know you're a little overweight, but I love you. By the way, I need a place to stay. You can't just roll in like that. You know what I mean?
I feel like there's a lot of women out there that would be like, well, at least he's being honest about it. I feel like women are more accepting than we give them credit for, man. I feel like there's a lot of chicks, if you was being honest with her, like, yeah, you are a little overweight. I love you. And I would love to move in with you because I don't have anywhere else to be. She'd be like, at least he's being honest right now. Get your ass in there, boy. Gives you
that dude is killing ass.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? That dude's killing ass because they're like, you know, he's setting the bar low. You know, so these are ladies that are just love the attention, and they're thinking to themselves, "I'm gonna fix him." You know, I'm gonna help him get back on his feet. It's like, no, you're gonna fucking buy him food and cigarettes until he wore out his welcome playing PlayStation on your fucking couch.
Right.
I can find a man.
He's gonna eat up all your kids' grub stub fucking tickets and throw dick at you for 2 months until he moves in with your neighbor.
Oh shit! How did we get there? Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, there's other ways to get wishes. That's all I'm saying. There's also the coin in the fountain, right?
Ooh,
Coin in
yeah,
the fountain
make a
wish.
wish.
Now, you never hear of anybody getting screwed over on that one. It's like, well, where does the wish come from when you chuck it in the fountain? I never really heard that explanation of it. It was like, you make a wish and you throw the coin in the wishing well, and that's how you get your. You remember? Are you guys old enough? Do you remember McDonald's? Every fucking McDonald's used to have a little McDonald's wishing well. Do you remember that shit?
Yeah, and it would spin around the
You
thing.
collect them all up, and that's how Ronald McDonald House, I think, got their start. I'm not sure about that, but I think Brofax.
It's
That's how Ronald McDonald House got started.
That was
I'm
fun.
not 100% sure, but I do think it is.
Dropping the change and
Oh, the little swirly dudes, those are fun. But that doesn't have nothing to do with wishes, Jonathan. What the fuck? We're not talking about how
Maybe that gave Ronald
Children's
McDonald
Miracle
fucking
Foundation.
power.
Fuck those sick kids. We're talking about genies.
But maybe that's what gave Ronald McDonald all his fucking powers, dude. Maybe you're on something there. Maybe you just uncovered it. Like maybe
What
there's
powers does Ronald McDonald have?
apparently the power to maneuver as a fucking clown everywhere and make rainbows come out of his hand while touching people's children, and no one's like, whoa, why is this creepy clown hanging out in the ball pit with my kid?
Yeah, that's why they don't have him anymore. He was creeping everyone out.
That's because you
How
quit.
the hell does McDonald's drop Ronald McDonald? I mean, isn't that crazy?
Well,
I
it's
remember
because-
when that happened. I was like, how the fuck do you have McDonald's without Ronald McDonald?
It's
He
because
had his own rogues gallery. He was like this weird reverse Batman world in McDonald's land. You know what I mean? He's the Joker, and he's got this rogues gallery of weird bad guys he has to fight, like the Hamburglar. And what the fuck was Grimace? Tell me he didn't look like a weird big purple butt plug. What was Grimace? What the fuck was Grimace?
he was a gimp.
He's from the same universe that Snuffleupagus came from. What the fuck is a Snuffleupagus?
It's
I
a
think
fucking,
it's supposed to be maybe a woolly mammoth, but what
it's
the
a feeling you get when you've done too much cocaine.
it's one of those things where maybe they put enough energy into those wishes to where it created that universe with a weird Grimace butt plug. Like maybe he was one of the wishes and the friendly clown was one of the wishes starting out. And there was just so much power in those early wishes that it created that whole McDonald's creepy universe with the fucking Hamburglar and shit. Like that was like the homeless guy wish. He's like, I just want a hamburger so damn bad. And he throws his last dime in there. You know what I mean? And the Hamburglar shows up like, here you go. And he's like, thank God, not knowing that the bad part of that was the Hamburglar is now stealing hamburgers.
Some kid in Gotham's in the middle of a riot with his parents. The Joker started. He chucks his coin into the well, and that's how he wished it to be. He's like, I just want clowns to be friendly again. The mom was there thinking about how unsatisfied she is with her husband. And I sure would like to have a big giant butt plug. Purple's my favorite color.
Hamill, back to you. I don't think we roasted Cole Clayton. I think I want
team. Let's roast him now instead.
I know. Now you're one. You were supposed to be one of my lawyers. Fuck. What the fuck? I can't have you acting all liberal on my fucking court team, bro. You got to calm that down. We got to have thicker skin. They're going to call you way worse than that when we're working for this wish, bro. If you're getting 10% of this wish, you got to put in the real shit. Like we're about to be in it deep. We're about to be in this wish shit deep. Hamill, you're a dick. All right, let's jump over to Hamill and his waterboarding people into genies concept.
Yeah, so I mean that's my first wish. So I got a case of like genies. You know, I just have to give them to people I don't like. Like I got you a gift. It's a water bottle, unlimited water.
People you don't like.
Huh?
Why would you give them to people you don't like?
Because they'd be my genie after that, and they'd stop being people. I mean, what are you not getting here?
Yeah, but they'd fuck you with your wish.
I mean, I guess I'd never use that genie. Tough fucking.
You just have.
He just wants to fucking imprison people for eternity.
Yeah, you just have
like, you are mine enemy. Have some water, friend.
he would fucking have a shelf with all these lamps on it in his foyer, That whenever you walk into his house, you're like, "What are all those?" He's like, "That's just my lamp collection. Pay no mind to that. Meet me
It's
in
my magical prison.
You best
My
believe.
own private Azkaban.
No, you best believe I'd go out in the ocean and just chuck them.
That's even worse. So then some random dude gets this pissed off guy, and he's like, "I was just at a Starbucks. What the fuck
What if
happened?"
a fish? What if a fish rubs up against the lamp? What would be a fish's wish?
What? Why the fuck
The
is
Dr.
this?
Seuss story, wish for a fish.
Why the fuck is this a fucking this genie in a Yeti?
What?
Like they're all just Yetis, you know? It's like, what the fuck
Not
is
a classic genie lamp. He's like,
When we find the Yeti, like,
Yetis are expensive. You got that kind of
fucking genie comes out.
Someone trapped this genie in a red Solo cup with an ill-fitting plastic lid.
No, see, I let them know that if they act right, the third wish is going to be that I give them their freedom.
Uh-huh. They never.
But then I chuck them in the ocean.
And for my third and final wish, I wish to never see you again, bitch. Ha!
I wish to throw you off.
No, you see, you can't make that wish because that son of a bitch will stab you in the eyes and say,
That's what I'm
motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. That's the kind of wish you would make in the moment. Next thing you know, like you chuck it in the ocean, you're like, you turn around and you're like, fuck, I'm blind. That's son of a bitch. Now I got to go wake up another one of these genies off my shelf if I can make it home. But I can't see to work my Uber app. Oh my God, Siri, Siri, help me.
Remember that time you called me a bitch, Jonathan?
And for my second wish, I'm not too sure yet. Something with money. I'd have to.
Oh, real creative, Jonathan.
Well, I mean, once I have,
But that's again, once you get into your wishes, that's where you got to bring your team of lawyers in, because you got to make sure you don't get screwed.
I'd wish for a $50 scratcher that wins.
He wants $1 million scratcher.
$500,000.
That's like you say, one of Spike's wishes would be for a big dick, obviously. And what if the genie makes Spike into a whale, one of those whales with like the 7 or 8 foot long dicks? Like, congratulations, dickhead. You got a big dick now.
I'd be like smashing whale ass, dude. Just like I'd be like the Genghis Khan of whales. Like if I get to keep my mind and I can strategically maneuver around the ocean, just setting up tiny little like big dick smart whaled franchises to where we can take over the whaling industry. Like when these ships try to conquer us, like all of a sudden the whales start ruling the world. That's where I'd take it. I'd be like, this is bullshit. Why are we all just like down there like fighting for my whale rights?
Whale heart. Freedom!
They do nothing but dump shit into the ocean year after year, and they're hunting and eating us. I'm sick of this shit. Everybody get together. We're going after their boats strategically. I'd start a fucking mutiny and rise up against humanity. Go ahead, Genie. Give me my giant whale dick. I double dog dare you.
You're a weird motherfucker. That I could pose that question, telling you to fucking become a whale braveheart, whale heart.
Whale heart.
No, don't fuck with that boat. That's Greenpeace. They're on our side.
Got echolocation and shit now. Don't whales have like echolocation and shit?
So I don't know. Fuck, I have no idea.
Dude, it'd be like having a superpower.
Comedian, not oceanographer.
It depends on what model you get.
It would be like having a superpower and a giant dick at the same time. You know what I mean? Like I can see everything and fuck it all.
Right. We have hit the halfway point of the show. You know what that means, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Let's pay homage to some people. No? Say nice things about our sponsors. Give us up some sponsors.
Isn't this one?
Eargasm Comedy.
I've never heard of that.
Eargasm Comedy Showcase. Yes, our friends at Eargasm Comedy Showcase give us a hand with the show, and we work with them in a couple other capacities. Check them out at Eargasm Comedy Showcase on Facebook, Eargasm Comedy. They're on YouTube, Twitter, and some other stuff. Just look up Eargasm Comedy to find them. And we work with those guys. We put together some sketches and stuff. Fun guys to hang out with, working to build that Cleveland comedy scene up a little bit. Who else, Jonathan? Funny Noises Productions. That's right. Our good friend Chris Kettler gives us a lot of stage time, and he's also another person just kind of really good for the comedy community here in the Cleveland, Akron, Canton area. Check your calendars for FNP, Funny Noises Productions. They're also on Facebook and a bunch of other different things. Find them because they're good, they're funny, and that's how you catch us a lot of times. No peach and honey this week? No? God damn it. We have a brand new sponsor, folks, and as soon as they finish our promo we were working out for them, we're going to be airing that as well.
Peach and honey, anal lube.
Yeah, that's not quite the same, Jonathan.
Yeah, it's not quite the same.
But that's it. That's it for our corporate sponsors. Back to the regular show. So yeah, Spike, you're one weird motherfucker. I mean, how the hell? That was odd. Okay.
Hey.
Little bromance. What's up?
Out in a pair of pants.
Well, yeah, that would be your wish if you were a fish. Okay. No. That wouldn't be your wish if you're a fish. That would be if you had a big dick. Okay. You change it to a whale. What would it? Okay. So Jonathan's chucking all these magic yetis with fucking galactic universal powers of genies in them into the ocean. So a fish rubs on it. What does a fish wish for?
What if we explore why Jonathan has that?
How much wish would a fish wish if a fish could wish fishes? Fish.
What if these genies that he made with all these powers were just like questionable one-night stands?
I'm glad he put himself in timeout after that shit.
Yes, you earned that. What if these were all like just questionable one-night stands, or girls that woke up and they were like, I made a terrible. And he's like, really? Well, here, before you bail, have a bottle of water.
Hey, go
and
back.
Turns her into a genie.
Wi-Fi just failed you miserably. A bunch of women, ex-girlfriends waking up. I made a big mistake. Go from there.
And then he gives them the water just to get rid of them so that they can't go out there and tell his game. Like, what if he's like a real like Dennis and Sonny type character, and after like all these questionable encounters, he's just turning these bitches into genies so that they can't fucking run around town telling.
He likes to bring women back to his house because he lives near a train yard. You know, the implication that I'm near a train yard.
You know, no one can hear you scream at night.
Lots of accidents happen in a train yard.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I think there is a little bit of Dennis from It's Always Sunny and Jonathan. Not the sweet individual I used to think he was. Now that I know his dark side of wanting to entrap people for literally eons in a bottle.
Dude, think about how much money you would make without doing a wish, though. Like, all right, so you go to someone powerful and you're like, all right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to turn all your enemy corporations into genies, and then we're going to use them for 2 more wishes. And for that small fee, I just want $1 billion and, I don't know, control of, say, 49% of your corporation. And then you never even have to use a wish to get the bad luck, dude. You just manipulate.
And when he's like, no, I'll just be like, I wish to be the CEO of this corporation. And then like all of a sudden, like he's standing on the other side of the table, like, fuck. You know.
Listen, if they've got $1 billion, here's your flaw. If they've got $1 billion to pay you to do that, they've got 50,000 to pay someone else to kill you and bring back the fucking genie cup.
But it's a joke. And on his, whenever you switch spots with the guy and like he's on the other side of the table, he's standing there and like you both switch and you're like, haha, I've defeated you. And he's like, that's fine, but who shit my pants?
Who shit my pants? I think that was you, sir.
Could you imagine what it'd be like to be magically teleported without expecting it? Dude, I'd shit myself.
Bringing up teleportation gives me a weird thought. So, right, all these different shows with teleportation. Do you know how thunder works? In the brief moment that the static electricity builds up to create lightning, lightning appears. And then when it disappears quickly, it flies through. The thunderclap is all that space that used to be occupied by lightning crashing together. And it makes like a mini sonic boom is what it is, whether you knew that or not. So every time you teleport, your space is now occupied by nothing. The air crashes together. Where are all the thunderclaps every time these assholes are teleporting all over the place?
I thought thunder was controlled by Thor.
It's controlled by my butt.
But no, I like your point. Like, so there'd be a big ass thunderclap. Would there be a bolt of lightning too then?
No, because you're not creating lightning. You're just not occupying space anymore in the similar way that lightning does. And that's what makes the thunder. That was just illustration.
It'd be funnier if it did have a
your
little
great
bit of
thunder
lightning.
god. Ha ha!
It'd be funnier if it did have a little bit of lightning and you just fucked up whatever was around you every time you did it. And everyone's like, that dickhead. Like, you're just standing around at a party and you shock like half of the party and fry all his electrical gear. Like, fuck you guys, I'm out. And it just blacks out all the power in the room and shit.
But if you're going to use your powers to be an asshole, wouldn't you have to do it in a more subtle way?
No. What? Why? What would be the point?
Who would want to hang out with you?
Just teleport in. What are they gonna say? You could teleport into their bedroom at night and fucking creep them out at will.
You got lightning powers. You're not bulletproof.
You just fucking clap in like, hey, quit being an asshole. Clap. Fry their shit again. Oh, fuck. That'd be insane, dude.
You and Jonathan have this retributive streak in your souls. Who hurt you two? Who hurt you?
You know, if I had that power, not meaning to out if I'd all your
it's not doing you any good, brother. You're still freezing up. You just did again.
Me?
Yeah, you. I asked you who hurt you, and if you answered me, it was just.
I didn't. It's a weird question. Like, are you gonna
hurt you, buddy?
Are you gonna bring up a doll now and
retribution in a regular and massive way?
Jonathan, now that you're back, Michael's in the middle of asking us on a doll, where did they touch us at?
Yes.
I
think this needs to be a therapy session. The way you two are acting.
Just look at humanity as a whole.
Yeah.
That's who hurt me.
It's your fault.
Society.
You created this monster.
I wish that I could gas the entire population with ecstasy fog.
That would be a terrible idea.
All of them. Everybody.
Some people should never be on drugs. Jerry Falwell tripping balls. You don't want to be around that. Newt Gingrich tripping balls. Do you want to hang out with that?
I don't care about any nude Grinch.
I don't want to hang out with Newt Greenwich, like, period.
Who?
Newt Gingrich.
It's a nude sandwich.
Yeah. The Reuben sandwich. I'm good. I'll pass.
Elton Newton sandwich.
I might hang out with Elton John, though. Like, if I was just kicking it by a pool and Elton John was there, I'd kick it with Elton John and be like, so what's up? What's it like wearing a cape?
What if you were the genie?
Well, you already know where this was go. I'd fuck you on one of your wishes. Or all of them just to laugh about it. Like, yeah, I'm a prisoner. Fuck you, dude. Let's do it.
Go along. So really, in your heart, you're on the genie's side and you understand why he wants to be an asshole.
Yeah, that's why I've hired another team of better assholes, hopefully, than him to get my one good wish. I understand that there's no way in good nature that he's going to fall for it like over thousands of years that, don't worry, dude, I'm the one good true soul after he talks to me for 5 minutes that he's going to be like, yeah, this is the guy letting me out. He'd be like, this guy's never going to let me out. So I've got to have that team of lawyers so that we're not just trying to fuck each other the whole time, but it's all in paperwork that I'm not fucking you and you're not fucking me. Here we
Do
are.
you know any real traditional genie lore at all?
Huh? Like how
Do you
they
know
were
anything
evil?
about real traditional genie lore at all?
I think they were like evil creatures, weren't they?
The jinn, I think they were considered some kind of demon. Yeah,
Yeah, the jinn.
I don't know for a fact. That's why I was asking. Do you happen to actually know any real genie lore?
I can't.
But can a genie use their powers whenever they want, or only at the command of others?
I don't think an original GD lore that they read layups said they granted wishes really at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm almost sure of it. But that's less fun. You know what I'm saying? Like talking about a bunch of Middle Earth demons running around looking like Sand Raiders and fucking Star Wars. Fucking shit up in the Middle Ages. Like that's a much harder walk to make fun. You know what I mean? It's just a tougher sell. It's a lot
wasn't
easier.
trying to get you to bring it into your joke. I was just curious if you actually knew any genie lore, and there was a reason that this came from you because you wanted to do this premise.
I just thought it would be fun because now we get to go through and we can all make our 3 wishes and pick your genie. Like you rub the lamp, each one of us will like rub the lamp and one genie pops out. And then you can make your same 3 dumb wishes and we can see how each genie would handle it. Or we just make the wishes. What would they be? It would be wealth. We've all agreed that wealth's one of those wishes, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So what's the second wish? The majority of the time, what's the second wish you think it is?
I don't know. Did you see what Marco said?
What?
Joe Biden on ecstasy. Hide the kid. You want to touch stuff, not smell it.
Oh shit!
I don't
Are
know,
these
man.
kids wearing fresh linen?
Maybe I'm a better person than you guys. Maybe I wish for, global peace and harmony. How does he fuck you on that wish?
On global peace?
Global peace and harmony. Harmony is the key word there.
I make it like a dictatorship of a Nazi regime.
See, that's not harmony.
It would be for the majority that just followed the rules. You just got to make it like China. Is China a better analogy? It's just like China. Everybody follows. Everybody has it's like China. Everybody has a place. You're like a grain of rice in a bowl, and Mother China must eat you up.
So for my third wish, after I had my unlimited genie supply, well, my limited genie supply, but I mean, I got like 30 genies or something stupid, I don't know. I think I might let the genie free.
Now, when the genie is freed, does he still have all the power?
Well, I was thinking I'd probably work that out in whatever my wish was.
On the world.
I'd work that out in whatever my wish was. Okay. Like, for instance, I would be like, I wish that you aren't a genie anymore and exist in society as an entrepreneur that has his own business.
What if the genie was a shitty person?
Specific,
What if like where you were at earlier, like what if they imprisoned this shitty person who was like, he was like powerful, so they imprisoned the shitty person. Like what if you, and then when you release him, like you know what I mean? Like he just immediately turns and rapes Jonathan Hamill. Like there was a reason why this guy was in there, and through thousands of years, this sociopath has perfected the art of seeming normal and like he was your friend. And here he was like just this crazy serial rapist, and the second you let him free, he's like, take that, you stupid fuck. And now he's out raping the world with his powers.
I'm not a genie. I didn't do that. I resemble that remark.
Too far?
No, not far enough.
That's right.
In my experience, when you bring butt raping into it, a lot of crowds will pull back on that one. I thought it would be funny, but apparently it wasn't.
A bunch of
your diary moments. One of your diary moments. So I talked about getting butt raped on stage today. Did not go the way I planned.
Yeah.
Well, think about that too. Now he's a serial rapist with that thunderclap transportation shit. So like that would end up being his name, right? Like the thunderclap racist claps cheeks again. Or like, could you imagine the headlines that come out from the serial rapist genus? Like just transporting to Paris, like thunderclap, thunderclap, China, thunderclap, India.
Well, that's the thing. The thunderclap is like every time he leaves, he doesn't thunder in, he thunders out. So not only did you get raped, now you were just right beside a thunderclap. You're deaf for the next 6, 7, 8 hours.
You're yelling your story at the police station. They have you sitting there, and they're like, "All right, what was that? What? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I was just raped and then thunderclap."
You've been thunderstruck. That's the theme song to that movie, right?
Thunder.
And roll credit.
Sorry.
No, I like it. That's a weird walk. That's for sure.
My bad.
Canceled.
Pretty much.
I don't know, man. I think I would watch that web series.
Thunderclap.
Right.
I don't like it.
Well, that's because it starts with the rape of you.
Victim zero.
Jonathan Hamill being a nice guy. Jonathan Hamill was an ordinary, nice man who stumbled across the lamp. He rubbed it 3 times. He made 2 selfish wishes. And one of them. And it immediately fucked him. Dun, dun, dun. Freedom fucks.
And remember, that's what happens if you're a nice guy. Fuck you,
right.
Jonathan Hamill. That's why we're all getting raped today, you son of a bitch.
Right in the middle of this announcement about thunderclap. And then he thunderclaps out. Like what? What?
He rapes you real fast when thunder claps out. You just get knocked over by that.
What if the Flash was an asshole? Like basically Thunderclap as a person is like an evil rapist. Like what if it was just the Flash? Like what if the Flash was just
That's another thing. The Flash is the same deal, dude. He moves so damn fast. There would be a constant trail of sonic booms behind him. I mean, it would be a ridiculously loud thing happening every time he did his heroic shit. People would be like, fuck the Flash. The Flash has to go. I have 3 babies. They're all deaf. We were walking down the street. The Flash comes kabooming by. I got 3 brand new fucking triplets that now can never hear for the rest of their lives because their eardrums were exploded by the fucking Flash.
They had eargasms.
You know what would be great about that too?
Ow.
Is like fucking what if the Flash has to save someone in Boston and they're making all that noise? You get that scene in the movie, like the Flash movie, where all those people in Boston are hanging outside the window, like, hey, shut the fuck up. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Hey, Henry, you shut the fuck up. And then they start arguing amongst themselves.
But it's a never-ending string of car alarms and sonic booms. Boom, 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 boom. Pew, wee, wee, wee. I mean, think about that. Think about it. The Flash would be the most annoyingly terrible hero to have around. I mean, Superman's the same thing. He's going to be a thunderclap all the time, too. For some reason, everyone just loves Superman. Fucking Superman.
I feel like it'd be like driving a car to be the Flash. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're moving that fast, dude, it doesn't necessarily like just because you have the ability to move that fast, it doesn't mean the rest of you can keep up with it. Like you would like if you had your flash ability, you'd probably kill yourself in the first hour. Like you'd get moving and probably run into a fucking brick wall or get hit by a car. Like just because you're fast, it doesn't mean the rest of your reflexes are cat-like enough.
Yeah. I get it.
You know, you
Yeah.
be like,
Walking up,
damn, I'm fast, and then hit the tree, but there's no car to crush. You know what I'm saying? It's just you.
yeah, I mean, we've all tripped walking upstairs, and we're not as fast as the Flash.
Right. Like the part of the problem with the Flash is it's like there's nothing that happens with like any of his other like all of a sudden he's just like I'm super fat. Like you know what I mean? Could you imagine how like the first time you start trying to do like your sonic hooks and you uppercut yourself like 6 times and knock yourself out by accident? You're like, oh fuck, because you're moving too fast. Stop! You couldn't react that fast.
How about just what if the weird flaw of the Flash would be like inertia is a problem for the Flash, like an object at rest tends to remain at rest. So he starts taking off super fast. All the stuff inside of him, like his guts, his stomach, his heart, his lungs, all just go crushing into the back of his body because he takes off instantaneously and he's got all massive internal bleeding and bruising and crushed ribs and bones.
I mean, like, yeah, seriously, dude. Like the Flash to like really get going as fast as he would have to be dropped off from like a jet. You'd have to give him like a running start. Like we'd have to go Wile E. Coyote and get like a rubber band behind his ass and then launch him down the street so that he had enough fucking movement going that it wouldn't really hurt him.
That would be weird.
Why do you keep popping that up? The fuck's with you?
I was
We're
looking
gonna
at
have to take one of those. We're gonna have to take one of those, me, you, and Jonathan all together when he's up here, so we can put that one up. I think he does it because he feels left out. He doesn't have a picture with us.
That's it.
What's he doing with his arm under the desk? He keeps popping in pictures. That arm's under the desk. I see what's happening here, John. Yeah. Yeah, that's what Daddy likes.
He's giving himself a stranger. He's actually right-handed.
Well, this has digressed.
A little bit, but that's okay. Neat premise, a lot of ways to go with it. Did we get any comments? Did we get any comments through the thing toward the joke? Actually, anyone throw any beats in there for us today, Jonathan? Flash jacking it, right? Real fast. That was another thing that always bummed me out. Like I always thought was weird. Like with the superheroes, Superman, right? He had a baby in one of the timelines with Lois Lane, didn't he? Did he or didn't he? I believe so, yeah. Right? How Superboy happened, it was him and Lois Lane getting it on.
Yeah.
Well, everything about him is super strong. So when he squeezes that pubococcygeal muscle upon the moment of ejaculation, how is he not firing that load right through the top of her head, right through the back of her fucking back? Just boom.
Maybe he has muscle control.
I doubt that.
Maybe he's been working his dick so long and hard, strenuously in the Fortress of Solitude that he can now control it drip by drip. He like just open, like he cracks it like a valve. You know what I mean? He's just super concentrated, bit down on his lip, like, ooh, fuck.
Drip.
What if he drinks so much?
That's weird. What a weird thought. You're a fucking creeper. But anyway, in that movie with Hancock with Will Smith, they addressed that. He shoves that lady off of him real quick before he pops him right through his fucking ceiling. It went. And I can talk about superheroes and the weird bullshit about them all the time.
So what you're really saying is Superman can really only like really blow his load in like Wonder Woman.
Right. She has that super uterus.
Right.
She's the only one that could take it. The super uterus lining. Exactly right.
Do you think he does the weird thing too, like in porn, like when they slap it? You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't perfected the slap. I don't know how that works yet. Like are they like cup in hand or is it like all palm? I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know what kind of pornos you watch, but I don't see that. Are you talking about a dick slap? Or the guy just slaps his own dick, like high-fiving his own dick?
No. Like whenever they're like banging out and he's like, yeah. And she's like, yeah. And you're like, that doesn't work. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know. Superman's such a goody two-shoes. I think he's a missionary man. That's me.
Probably.
I think he's a boring missionary man.
No doggy?
Probably not. Not for him.
I feel like
I don't think Wonder Woman's taking that seed. She comes from an island of all women. And I'm pretty sure in the Marvel universe, or not the Marvel, the DC universe's cartoons and stuff, she's a lesbian.
Well, of course, now it's progressive.
Shouldn't doggy style include your arms going over her shoulders? Like, really, like, you know, like a dog actually gets like, you know, not just, they don't go like.
Are you insinuating that Superman?
Like this, you know what I mean? Like a dog isn't like this. They're like, I'm a dog. Like, so like you have your arms over her like this, really, and being like,
am I the only one that noticed that his belt undone?
Maybe that's why I get no repeat business. I don't know.
Why is our producer's belt undone?
He was taking care of business through our picture. Weird, but whatever. It's flattering. I'm flattered, Jonathan.
Dude, I just got off work a little bit ago. I undid my belt and sat down in front of the computer. I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Yeah, sure. It's
It's
your
like,
life.
spot, you asshole. Why'd you even have to point that out?
Well, I'm saying he stood up. I seen it with the pictures, the jacking earlier. I just put two and two together and was like, holy fuck, that wasn't a bit.
So since I didn't see anything get popped up, I guess nobody in the comments was commenting at all about the joke.
She-Hulk would crush your
We'll
cock.
talk about superheroes. She-Hulk, I think he's saying She-Hulk would take super sperm.
Yeah, but she would crush like the average dude. Like the average dude, if she kegeled once, dude, you're done.
Absolutely. It would be like paste in there.
Yeah, where are those comments?
I want to know what it would be like the dude that, like, you know, that handful of guys that would bang her anyways, knowing that she's gonna rip her dick off, but they're bold enough to be like, it's not gonna happen to me.
Yeah, a bunch of bros. They
Yeah,
work out in the sun on Venice Beach, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, yeah. Like she can't rip this dick off.
Getting it, bitches. Yeah. You guys want a super male? Yeah. And She-Hulk's like, yeah, you want fuck? She's like, fuck yeah, I want fuck.
Yeah. You can't do that. You can't hurt me like that, baby. I'm telling you right now. You see what I squat? You see what I squat? I got this. Do you imagine, like, when
She-Hulk would be like, choke me, and he'd be like using all of his fucking He-Man strength. And she's like, I said, choke me, you little bitch, and then just flick him right off of her. Ping.
Could you imagine how nervous you would be if you really thought out the situation, though? Like, if you're like the first guy, like, that wasn't that dude, and like you're like and you're like, don't enjoy that. Like, nope. Calm down. Like, you're trying to keep everything like real fucking so that she doesn't just squeeze your top off, you know?
What if the Flash just comes real fast because he's just like, oh,
He's super fast. The fastest man alive. His wife's like, yeah, he ain't lying.
Thunderclap.
Well, we took some weird walks today. I think it was a fun show. We're going to have to remember that. We're going to have to revisit superheroes a few times, I think. There's just so much funny shit about superheroes. We were just touching the tip of the iceberg in the last 10 minutes on that show. But yeah, man, Jonathan Hamill, welcome to the crew. Looking forward to working with you a lot more in the future. People, thanks for watching. For Mike and my co-host,
Spite.
that's us saying good night, everybody, or good day, I should say. Thanks for joining us one more time. We'll be back next Saturday. Thanks, everyone. 11 a.m. See you then.
With Michael Copenhaver and Spike McCulley. Oh, got a producer, he's a real OG. Oh, yeah.